So this is the Sodo, I guess lighter, that I thought was kind of cool. I really did. It has a small window down here, which tells you how much fuel you got in. It has an extension, which allows you to light your alcohol stove, which I thought was kind of cool. It has a lock where it will not light, which has to be pressed in and then pressed down. But you're going to notice something here. It's not lighting. Okay, if I put this in, even if I do it with two hands, which this thing is awkward. Okay. Like, it doesn't work. I just bought this. 30 bucks. Mini BIC. Yeah, lights every time, right? If I don't want to get my, using a BIC like this is burn yourself, right? So a lot of people will buy this and light, and if this worked, and Sodo is a good name. I mean, it really is. I've got a burner from them, and it broke or something, and they said they had a bad batch, and they sent me a brand new burner, and it's worked fine ever since. They have great warranty, but this is a complete fail. It really is a complete fail. Do not buy this. It's a waste of money. So I thought I'd show you a couple things. Now, my Zippo, a lot of people complain when you put lighter fluid in it, it evaporates and it's gone, and it doesn't last very long, it's not very reliable, and not all those statements are true. But you can buy an insert that runs on butane, which this does, and, works pretty good. No problem with Zippo. So this stuff ain't going to evaporate. It could sit on my shelf for months. Everything's good, and it'll still work. So that's nice, right? Do I want to take this? I mean, I could take the Zippo, which weighs a grand total of 2.9 ounces. And of course, that's without the case. If I run it with the case, then I'm looking at 3.8 ounces. A little bit of weight to that Zippo, right? How about the so-called Sodo, if it actually worked, which is really sad. Brand new. This is running a pixel igniter inside. And that's the problem, where these run a flint. All right. And this is ran by two, I forget the actual names of them, but it's like two little round metal things. And this way it doesn't need a battery and it ignites, but obviously they fail. They fail right out of the box. And it is not waterproof in any way, shape, or form. Very difficult to get dry. Very difficult, if you ever do get it dry, to get it lit. Throw it in the garbage. Really is something you should not buy. Grand total on that, 1.7 ounces. So, but then the trusty BIC. There's a mini BIC, right? That's all you need. So, what do we got? 4 ounces? 4 ounces. The lightest of them all. Now, I would suggest, this is 0.1 ounce, my little stick. I would suggest you carry a stick with you. I really would. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because when you add alcohol to your stove and you put your stick in it, okay, what just happened? Well, now I got reach, right? Same thing with this. There's no difference, right? And then I can light this on fire. Lights. And you'll notice it's got light. See? And when you put that inside, it will light. Lights. So, do you need the Sodo lighter that does not really work. It's made out of all plastic. You know, I think this is a good idea. I really do. And sometimes it does light. You know, sometimes after 50 clicks, it does actually light. You know, so that's kind of nice. But so the Sodo versus the BIC. There is a problem with the BIC. The BIC, if this goes down, your fuel will drain. Now, some people wrap paracord or wrap something around this to prevent this from going down. And your BIC stays good. If the BIC gets wet, just shake it like crazy. Place this on your pant leg and go back and forth until it's dry. You know, or just set it somewhere for an hour and it'll dry. I mean, this will keep working. All right. This is garbage. I have no idea what Soda was thinking when they made this. So I'm going to tell you right now, save your 30 bucks. It's not worth it. This is nothing but a scam, Soda. Take this off the market and stop scamming people out of their money. That's for sure. Get yourself a BIC, and you should always have a ferro rod as a backup in case something happens to your BIC. But carry 3 BICs. You know, they're cheap, they're light, they don't weigh nothing. Put one in your fire kit, put one in your pocket, put one in your, whatever. Move them around. So that way, one gets wet, no big deal. You've got another one. Mini BIC. A little stick. And all of a sudden, you can reach everything with your alcohol stove. Mini BIC is still king. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't buy that, guys.